Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're just joining me. Here today we're at Logan Village Cemetery. It's actually situated on a main road of Logan, or one of the many roads of Logan. It was established in 1878. Logan Village Cemetery was established in 1878. Long-term resident William Kirk announced his desire to be interned into the newly established cemetery. His wish was granted the following year. It's on Pioneer Drive, Waterford, Tamarine Road, Logan Village. Okay. And I really like the fact that you've got these trees up as you're walking in, these really tall pine cone trees. As you can see, there's a lot of pine cones on the ground here. There's just about every tree in here is a pine cone tree. And I really like it coming in. They just look magnificent, I reckon. That's my personal opinion. Yeah. The reserve for Logan Village Cemetery was opened in February 1879, even though the burial register states the first burial was in 1878, some 6 months earlier. The trustees of the Logan Cemetery were first appointed in 1879 and were responsible for the admin, upkeep, and maintaining of the cemetery until 1976, when the Beaudesert Shire Council was appointed trustee of the Logan Cemetery. Following the council reform in 2008, Logan City Council is now the trustee of the cemetery. So you've got a mixture of the lawn cemeteries here, the lawn gardens here. You got they're buried like head to head. A few new ones here. So we should be coming up to the old ones. Oh, the old ones are over there. At least there's more flowers in this one. There's plenty of spots to park. It's wheelchair friendly. You've got a gazebo over here. You got little mini ash gardens here. Wow, that's cool. Okay, we got some over here. Oh, there's a couple more ash gardens here. And then we'll go over there. Looks like a new one over there. Or a fresh one. Well, that looks like maybe a kid. Are these kid ones? I don't know. Some are kids, some are adults. Can't see the headstones there. And you got ash garden here as well. There is a funky smell here. That's funky, not the other word. Hmm. And that's the ash wall. And that's cool. Well, it would have been a truckie. And this is, wow, that's pretty fancy. Wow. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Wow. Wow. That's really well done. So it's going to be a little bit dicey down here. That's interesting and weird. And we got a military one. Uh, 95 and 92. So they're relatively new. 91. 2003. 97 and 91. Wow, that's an old one. Got a Celtic symbol in there. Gee, I can't see. Wow. Again, it hasn't been segregated either, which is good. It's only 20 years old. Uh, 1997 and 1986. Wow. Okay, so I've got some information on these people. Okay, Minnie story. Minnie was the last surviving child of Samuel and Angus Smith. At the age of 2, Minnie and her mother had to be rescued from their roof in the midst of the 1887 floods. Minnie, Minnie, married William Story and had 5 sons and 3 daughters, and lived out her life in the area where she was born. Okay, so she died on the 12th of September 1971 at the age of 86. Her husband, William Story, William migrated to Australia with his parents at the age of 4. William worked in a wide range of jobs, including cream testing for Morton Butter Factory, timber cutting, and a mail contractor at Greenbank. William also owned a racehorse, the Quinton, and he was known as a great lover of horses. And he died on the 13th of November 1942 at the age of 32. Or what's... Okay, yeah, so that must have been their son, William Story. Or maybe that was the father, William Story. Well, he died on the 22nd December 1957 at the age of 74. So, yeah. And there's a bit more of the family. Daisy Story and Florence and Elizabeth. And a bit more. John and MacArthur. Sorry, maybe? really hard to see. That's an interesting one there. You've got a cast iron one there with no headstone. A shame about the headstones. It's really hard to see the names of them. Wow, that's a really flashy one, that. Okay, looks like, yeah. Well, you've got some more here. You got Jemima and George Scott, 27th of June 1923 at the age of 39, and George, 29th of August 1960, the age of 78. Wow. And we got a couple over here. Have a look at it. Or try to. Henry died on the 1st of March 1934 at the age of 59. Teresa died 19th of May 1963, the age of 84 years old. Wow, she had a good life. The ground is really wet and icky. Margaret, 4th of September 1910, at the age of 44. Wow. And there's that one that had no thing, but it looks like it might have been a child one. It's Samuel Smith and Agnes Smith. Okay, I got info on them. I just gotta find it. Right. Yep. Okay, Agnes served as a bush nurse and midwife in on and around the area that covers Mount Tambourine and Chambers Flat, and was in high demand for a delivery of difficult births. Upon waking, if the children couldn't find their mother, they would help to look after each other until she returned, some 2 to 3 weeks later after helping new mothers. And Agnes Smith died on the 15th of November 1939 at the age of 86. Right? And Samuel migrated by himself to Australia in 1870 on board the Young Australian. Samuel worked in the cotton mill at Logan home, where he met his wife to be Agnes. In 1873, the family bought property at Beacon, with the discovery of coal on the property. Samuel set about mining it, and in a mining accident which left his wife to support their 7 children. And he died the 12th of October 1881 at the age of 36. And one of the children, Robert, died on 8th of February 1888 at the age of 8. Well, that's sad. There's another cast iron or wrought iron fence with no markers or no headstone. These are all new. This is Margaret Smith and James Smith. Margaret died on the 12th of May 1892, and James 1994. Wow. They're all new. And there's a pew here without any headstones to it. That's sad. These are new. Not to say that they don't mean as much, but yeah. Wow. Wow. Oh, we got a couple of peewees over there. Oh, okay, this is a little bit. We got markers here, but we can lift up here. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit dicey around here. That looks like a baby one. There's a few here without any headstones. That's so sad. Yeah, we have a baby. Catherine, she was 2 years old. Well, 2nd of March 1912. Wow. Okay, here we have Alfred Stanfield and Joseph, 1905, 1908. Wish they would make redo the headstones. Allen, 1921. Wow. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna go back up this way. Up here. Cut down here. Okay, there's one over there, one over there. And I've just basically placed them anywhere. Can't make that one out. It's really hard to see some of them. William someone. Really hard to see. And you've got bushland on the back end. That looks fresh or new. That looks like it may be a baby one. Samuel Ford and Francis. Samuel, 12th of November 1923. And Francis, 16th of November 1959. She was reunited with her husband. That's nice. Francis Bishop, July 29th, 1904. He was 63. And that's way too gone. Okay, we've got a couple more down here. It's only a small cemetery, but still got some history behind it. There's still pioneers in here. John and Elizabeth Nellie Kirk. 1907. William Kirk. I think I've got something about him. Yep, I do. Here we go. So, William Kirk. William migrated to Australia in 1862 aboard the Chatsworth with his wife Isabella, who was 6 months pregnant, and their 6 other children. The family named their property Hazelbank as a tribute and a reminder of their years growing up in Scotland. William worked as both as a farmer on the family property and as a blacksmith for the area. So yeah, that's a bit about him. So it gives you a bit of a backstory on what they did, who they were, how they shaped the country. That's another one. That looks like we might have had like 4 people maybe in there. Speaking of. Okay, this one. Where's oh, here. This is George Hawkins and Mary Ann Hawkins, which I think I've got something on them too. Yeah. No, don't. Sorry about this. Trying to hold the camera and get my paperwork. Sorry about the jumpiness. You need 3 hands here. Okay, right. The Hawkins family grave. George and his wife Mary Ann selected a land at Logan Village in 1863, where they lived in a slab hut until the second house, Sunnyside, was built around 1885. Their son William's wife Mary Ann taught at the Stockley School and assisted in building of the Stockley Dairy. William and Mary's other son, Harold, and his wife turned 50 acres into a family farm into the largest poultry farm in southeast Queensland at that time. So yeah, there you go. So another pioneer with the backstory. So George Hawkins died on the 13th of March 1899 at the age of 71. His wife, Mary Ann, 3rd of July 1884. Wow, at 53. Wow, that's sad. Okay, William Henry Hawkins, which was one of his kids, July 1904, 47. It doesn't give gives one, Augustus, died 27th of September 1932 at the age of 82. And Kyle, age 77, but it doesn't say when he died. We've got Mary, April 15th, 1935, at the age of 84. Okay, Christopher Thomas, 29th of October 1904, at the age of 80. Elizabeth, 11th of September 1912, 82. Wow. James Thomas, Harold Thomas, and Ethan Thomas. Okay. 91. She was 91 years old. Well, she died in 1991. 1961 and 1960. Wow. Uh, Someone Thomas there. Okay. Go across here. Well, Still not segregated, which is good. Gives more room. So cemeteries are not just for the morbid. An old burial ground can be a source of historic information. So don't look at it as, cemeteries, morbid places. It's not. It's about the people. It's about who's buried here. What did they do? Just because they're dead doesn't mean they have to be forgotten about. These people are our backbones. These people built the country it is today. And instead of looking at the cemetery as one big spooky place, or oh, you're so morbid for going to a cemetery. It's not about being morbid. It's about learning who was here. What did they do for Australia? It's stuff like that. Stuff that schools don't teach kids unless it's convenient at the time for them. But today, this is about Logan Village Cemetery. There's the bushland at the back there. It's not a bad little cemetery. It's just a shame about some of these missing headstones, and some of the ones that are already still here. So I hope you enjoyed this short video. It's somewhere new, somewhere different. I've never been here before, so this was a first for me as well. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button, as it would help me out a lot. It would show YouTube that you enjoyed this video, and that way it will be put out to everyone around the world as well. It shows them that this is a good video. Hit that subscribe button. That would help me out a lot as well. So until next time, fellow travelers, have a good day.